Good morning, students. Today, in social science, history, chapter first, the French Revolution. I know that you are very interested to study history because it is like a story that you can understand the things. Also, you are very curious to know what had happened in our country as well as in the world. The main points we will discuss in this chapter: French society during the late 18th century, the outbreak of revolution, France abolishes monarchy and becomes a republic. Did women have a revolution? The abolition of slavery. The last one, the revolution and everyday life. These are the main points that we will discuss in this chapter. This first point, French society during the late 18th century. From the Bourbon family, King Louis XVI became the King of France in 1774. He marries an Austrian princess, Maria Antoinette, and both of them were typically a kind of leaders who were having a monarchism feeling. So, the common people were having feelings of revolt, and it was increasing and increasing among the people because of their ruling. Finally, three ideas were suffocated in the society. They are the ideas of equality, fraternity, and liberty. As we know, Louis XVI became the King of France. He got an empty treasury in France. It means the country was in a poor situation. No money for the country. The economy was very low. Why it happened? How it became empty? Because a long years of war and maintenance of the court of the palace of Versailles were the main reasons of it. Also, there were various colonies in America which were being helped by France to get liberation from Britain. All these wars were on the behalf of France, held to the existing the debit and the treasuries. And the France treasury, already empty, was getting further empty by the debt that was doing through war. And this government borrowed the money from lenders who gave the credit, began to charge an interest of 10% on loans. So, as the result, they have the empty treasury. Finally, with all these problems, basically among all the people, in a kind of revolution started. Again, during this time, the French society was divided into three estates: clergy, nobility, and the rest of the population. Again, the society of estates was part of the feudal system of the Middle Ages. So, what is feudal system? A social system that existed during the Middle Age in Europe. In this system, people were given land and protection by a nobleman and had to work and fight for him in return. Now let us see these three estates and how the society was divided. As we said, in France, there were three estates: The first stage include the clergy, the people who have special function in the church. They own vast land and wealth. Also, they enjoyed certain privileges by birth, like exemption from paying tax to the state. Also, the church levied a tax called taxe from the peasants, which includes of 1/10 of the agricultural produce. These were the privileges that the first estate had. The second estate, the nobility, the people who include in the noble families. The aristocrat people of the state were including in the noble family. They also enjoyed the special privilege of exemption from paying tax to the state. Also, they enjoyed feudal privileges, that's feudal dues, which they extracted from the peasants. Then the third estate, the people who are the rest of the population, that businessmen, lawyers, peasants, the artisans, these are including these third estates. They had no privilege as they had to pay direct tax called taille to the state, as well a number of indirect tax levied on articles of everyday consumptions like salt, tobacco, etc. The next, peasants make up about 90% of the population on France. Only a small number of them owned the land they cultivated. Also, 60% of the handwas, the land was owned by nobles, the church and other richer members of the third estate. These are the difference between these three estates. So, as we know, during this period, population increased from 23 million in 1715 to 28 million in 1789. So, there was a huge increasing of population. Merely 5 million of population were increased. It means 5 million of people added to the country. So what happened? Suddenly they faced scarcity of food. Not only the lacking of food, but they had a kind of poor life situation. So what kind of situation existed during this time? The people faced bad weather situation. People were not getting enough harvest. These problems created substance crisis. So people were going down and down because of these problems. During this time, a new special group emerged. They were known as middle class people. Among them, there were business people, lawyers, administrative officials, educators. They believed that no group of society should be privileged by birth. Also, some philosophers were there. They spread the ideas of freedom, equal laws, and opportunities for all. Among these philosophers, one of the philosophers, Montesquieu, has written a book, The Spirit of the Laws. In this book, the concept of separation of powers between the legislative, the executive, and the judiciary. This model of government was accepted by the European countries. Now let us see the third point. Did women have a revolution? Yes, they have. Now let us see what was the role of women during the French Revolution. Basically, they played a very significant role during this period. Most of the women were belonging to the third estate, worked for a living. Only the daughters of nobles and wealthier members could study at a convent. Women in France were disappointed with the Constitution of 1791. Later, they demanded political rights and to express their own ideas and views. Women started their own political clubs and newspapers. Olympia de Gouges was one of the most important of the politically active women in the revolutionary France. Finally, in 1946, French women won the right to vote.